So the god honest truth is, my internet's been down for the last freaking week. Good old Rogers for ya. I don't know what's going on with them, but today, hopefully, you guys will be able to see this video. Been trying to make videos throughout the whole week here and last week, but it got really busy. But the good thing is I'm ahead a few days now, so that's good. And I'm just waiting for the internet to kick back in today, so that way I can upload the video of Shifty, which you guys will have already seen at this point. But yeah, so things have been really busy around here at the shop. As you can see, it's in a zone as usual. Things are really messy around here right now. We'll get around to cleaning that up this morning, hopefully. Behind me here, we've got a Evo Evolution. It's actually number 24, which is kind of pretty neat, I guess. Full-on alarm. This guy actually had his wheels stolen out of his driveway. Some people these days, man, I don't know. You know, if I had caught somebody in my driveway stealing my wheels in the middle of the night, especially in Canada, this kind of thing, I don't know. I mean, Canada is not perfect, obviously, but it's a fuck of a lot better than the United States. I'm just saying. No offense or anything to you Trump lovers or anything like that, but anyhow, that kind of thing doesn't really happen in Canada. Not to my knowledge, anyways. I guess I can't really say that. God, that's a lie, I suppose. When I was a bit younger than I am now, I had my full audio system stolen out of my own vehicle, which kind of sucked. It was like a brand new, you know, Cavalier, you know, Z24, and man, they were sneaky about that. They actually took the window like out of its socket. I had a full-on alarm in the thing and everything, you know, like a shock sensor in the car, but they like popped the window like out of its socket. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure exactly how that works, but anyways. So this Evo got a Clifford two-way alarm here, as you can see, and you know, unlock the doors there, and it's nice and safe. It's got a tilt sensor, shock sensor, all that fun jazz. And you know, close the door here and give her a little lockaroo. That locks her up. This behind me here in the bay, pretty cool. Been working on a lot of boats lately. Not really too sure why that is, but been working on a lot of boats, and this one is of no exception. It is getting a full-on audio system. Let me take you up there, guys. All right, so we're up here on the boat, and yeah, up here on the boat, and we've got the controller back here for the original stereo. It's like a Sony stereo that's in the dash there. We've already got most of the panels removed because we're gonna be running, you know, 1-aught power cable and grounds all the way up there, so we can do 2 amplifiers. This customer is a very good customer of mine. I've had for quite a few years. So I'm just gonna take you on this boat here. Like I said, we got most of everything removed and set in front of the Z there. Kind of a cool view of the shop, I suppose, from up here. Kind of neat. So this is getting 6 speakers. We're going to replace the ones that are in the cubby holes there. There's 2 more. One there. There was one there, but I've already removed it. There's one here, and then there was one in that cubby hole there, which I've already removed. So we're gonna go ahead and do 6 speakers, replace this ancient barbaric Sony Marine Hedge unit with a Kenwood unit with Bluetooth, USB, and iPod control. And then we're gonna do the external controller, which is gonna get mounted in that location there. We're just gonna remove that one and reinstall a new one. And then we're gonna do 2 10-inch JL woofers, so all the speakers are going to be JL MX Marine, and then we're going to do 2 10-inch woofers. One is going to go, I believe, right there, and the other one is going to go right there. Infinite baffle woofers, so they can be flush mounted, and they'll still sound really great. And yeah, so we'll probably end up taking you through the installation on this throughout the day. I'm actually waiting on the product to show up here. I ordered it yesterday. We're also replacing both batteries with Shurkin power cells, marine grade batteries. He's just got some car type batteries in there now. The customer just picked up this boat not long ago, so he wants to make it sound really good, and that's what we're going to do for him. I knew I was going to use this bay for something. I knew eventually, after Shifty was gone, that I would use this bay for something. And look at me. Look at me, special guy I am, using this bay. So anyhow, something that I kind of wanted to talk about too. You know, that kind of gets me. I think about it quite frequently. And, you know, a lot of people try to envy me for owning a business. And it's not always as easy as it may look or seem. You know, one of those things about owning a business is that it's a lot of work. It's a lot of hardship. It's a lot of trying to make everybody smile and happy. And, you know, that can wear a bit thin on you after a little while. And I always do my best to make people happy. That's kind of what I do. It's in my nature. And, you know, you can't always make everybody happy in business. And I'm not saying that there's somebody out there who isn't happy with what I've done. I don't know of that right this moment. But just one thing I wanted to tell people is don't wear yourself thin in life, you know, whether it be in anything that you're doing, but particularly if you're running your own business or doing your own thing in life. You know, it's not always what it seems, but, you know, it's kind of nice because you get to create your own hours and, you know, do your own thing and, you know, do what you love and passionate about. And that's great and all, but sometimes it can wear you a little bit thin. You know, and your patience becomes a little bit scattered, I guess you could say. So anyways, just a little talk about that. We'll move on, and I'll show you what's going on throughout the day. I believe that this Evo here needs to get programmed up first. That way it can leave. But the problem is that I didn't have any internet up until today. And the problem with that is that most of the programming tools that I use, including the iPad and computers for all of my installations, also use Wi-Fi. And I could waste a bunch of paper and print off wiring diagrams and hard program things by pressing buttons a million frickin' times and lock and unlock on key fobs. But that's not really productive, I don't think. So at this point, me making this video, as we speak, the internet isn't working. And they're supposed to come today and fix the Wi-Fi. I don't know what the problem is with it, but it came in Monday morning and it wasn't working. Last week I tried uploading the video as Shifty when I delivered it to Chris, and for some reason the computer was having a glitch and saying, oh, I couldn't upload the video. So I had to basically clear off a bunch of old files on my MacBook. I guess making videos for a couple of months and exporting them to my desktop and that kind of thing really takes up a lot of room. So we're going to work on that today. We're going to work on this boat today, and we're going to get stuff done, guys. So stay tuned. You know, it really doesn't take long for this shop to get into complete freaking disaster. I never really quite know why that is, but it takes all of about 5 minutes for this desk to become completely destroyed. All right. That's a little better anyways. Alright, so the first order of business is to go ahead and work on this Mustang. Damien's in this van, lovely. I guess we're replacing this head unit with something aftermarket that the customer has purchased. What did he get? Pioneer, eh? Pioneer, alright. This Mustang, I've actually known this guy for quite some time. He's part of the London area Mustang Club. He's always wanted to get something done over the course of the last 6 or 7 years on this car, and finally here he is. So pretty cool car, red, black stripes, 300 horse, pretty cool guy as well. This thing is getting a DMX 7704S, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Got a dash kit and let's flip that over there, and a harness. So we're gonna go ahead and start wiring this bad boy up. We're also going to go ahead and add one of these bad boys too, which is a USB and auxiliary port in the center console. Alright, so this thing's all wired up and ready to go. And I'm going to go ahead and slam it inside this car, and I'll probably show you what it looks like after. Alright, so this is the unit here, nicely flushed in there. It's a nice 7-inch screen there. We're in Apple CarPlay now. You know, we can do all of our messaging and that kind of thing. We can go to our music and do all that. Go to our maps. and the Google Maps will pop up there on the screen, and you know, you work it just like you would normally on your cell phone, right? So we got a nice view there. Got my cell phone here, and we did that USB and auxiliary port, which is in the center console here at his request. So yeah, it turned out pretty good. Factory radio's there, aftermarket radio's there. Damien's working away on this van. Looks like he's almost finished there. And yeah, we'll catch up with you and see what else is up for the day. So Jared's here. Looks like he picked himself up a nice McMahon alternator for his Corolla. And we're gonna go ahead and help him replace this. Looks fairly simplistic. So yeah, we'll go ahead and help him out with that. Go ahead and disconnect your battery there. Negative and or positive, doesn't really matter. And then looks like a 13 there. Go ahead and grab this. I think that's a 13. Bam. Bam.
Spray penetrant on it like that.
You put some penetrant on it, did you?
Yeah, just
Here, Jared, grab that and take that off and isolate it. There you go. All right. And we're gonna go ahead and put a little swivel on the end of this bad boy, just so we have some. Yeah, it's got the alternator. It's got the alternator. And got ourselves a little swivel end here. Here we are.
So he's telling me
Right?
Just kind of listening.
Yeah.
he's telling me that Dev priced him out to install his jack with you need a shorty on that one.
What's really going on here?
You need a shorty.
Oh yeah, we need to loosen up that bad boy too. Yeah. Yeah, she's all 13s. Might as well let the boy get his hands dirty, eh?
Oh yeah, can't have you do all the work.
Yeah. 13, 14, 10s, good to go. A little squeaky squeak. So yeah, it's got a new belt here. And a new McMahon alternator. Ooh. Should help out with your shit.
Oh yeah, 240 amp.
240 amp. Crank her out good. Tight like a tigre, eh?
Oh yeah.
Tight like a tigre.
You say you got a bigger belt or smaller belt?
Yeah, it needs to be a touch smaller.
Half inch.
Yeah. No. Yeah? Yeah, you're probably right.
Nope.
It'll probably help if this is out of the way.
Think so?
Yeah. Rocking and rolling here, J-Rad. Ooh, so pretty. There you go, you got it right there. Yep. All right. Yeah, get that first bolt kind of started. Here, you hold on the camera here for a second. Alright, so that's started, so that's good. And this is got to go this way, or right there. Fuck, you probably should wait for the engine to cool off a little bit there, buddy.
Yeah,
She's a spicy meat fucking ball, she is.
Should we put the belt on before we
No.
No
Belt go on last.
Yep.
Okay. And next step here is to get all those tightened up as much as you can. Not super tight because this has still got to move along the pivot point.
Yep.
So we can get the belt on there.
Okay.
Actually, this bolt, want to hang on to the camera again?
I got it.
This bolt here has actually got to go through the tensioner. There we go. There we go. There we go. Alright, so she's all situated in there. And next we can start routing that belt. Usually there's a diagram somewhere on the engine bay that tells you what the routing of the belt is. But not too hard to figure out on your own there, buddy. Alright, so we're all of about 5 minutes into this job. Got the new alternator in. J-Rad is routing that belt. As soon as he gets that on there, start tightening her up like a tigra. All right, Desperito, Desperito. Despacito, Despacito. You know what Despacito means?
No.
Nice and slow. Burrito, burrito, Doritos. I like taquitos. Oh, so delicioso.
Alright.
You tighten up that?
Oh yeah. Just did it right now.
Okay.
14.
Put your fucking negative terminal on. Booyah, baby.
Holy shit, was not expecting that. Good ground, good ground.
Yeah. She's a spicy beat ball. It's a 12. It's already on your ratchet.
Oh. 14.
Oh. Big by part. Despacito, brother. Despacito.
Alright.
Good job, buddy. Good job.
Thank you.
That took all of about what? 10 minutes?
Yeah, about half an hour,
Not even. 10 minutes, bud. 10 minutes. Little squeaking steam. Oh yeah, she's loose. She's loose, boys. There you go. There you go. All right. Golden number he's looking for. Golden number. Yeah. 3. Taking advantage of that heads-up display.
Yeah, we were looking on the
Yeah, boy. Looks good, buddy.
Thanks.
Good job. Yeah. Right on, brother. Coolio. Pop that trunk again, would you? Oh, look at that. Not too bad for a whippersnapper. Not too bad for a whippersnapper, if I must say himself. Yeah, just cranking out good now. Cranking out good now. Good old McMahon, eh? Good old McMahon. Alright, so we're waiting on parts for this boat that's over here. And since my truck does not have a backup camera from the factory, which is totally stupid, I bought it that way. I guess I can blame myself. So I'm gonna go ahead and add a camera, but I don't want to just put some cheap bullshit camera in there. So got a nice Kenwood camera here. I'm gonna flush mount this bad boy into the actual housing. I'll let you know how that goes. All right, so I got the camera mounted in the tailgate handle here. Just flush mounted it in there. Thought that looked pretty cool. You know, a tailgate handle with the camera in it is my cost $599. Yeah, you can get them on eBay. They're a lot crappier and cheaper, but that's the way she goes. I put a Kenwood camera in the tailgate handle here. Got it all wired up and ready to go here. I'm just got it all loomed there as well. So these Kenwood cameras are super freaking nice. Nice crystal clear image. And I got some heat shrink on here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and heat shrink this bad boy up. That way she is nice and sealed. Shouldn't have any problems with it to begin with, but you know, you never know. So I figured I'd just put a little bit of heat shrink on there, give her a little heat shrink, and start routing this bad boy in there and see what happens. All right, so the cameras ran, and I ran the wires actually through the frame rail. Kind of a slick install there. And up and through here, there's a little piece of Dynamat on the frame. And then I kind of got it coming out of a factory grommet right here. So I'll show you that here quickly. Pull this back just like a so. And it's coming through the factory grommet right there. So that looks nice and slick. And now I'm just working on installing the actual mirror. I got the old one off. And this literally just slides on there, so I'll show you what that looks like in a second. All right, so we got the mirror mounted here, and next step is just routing the wiring from there down to this kick panel. I want it on all the time. I don't want it on just when I go in reverse. Later on, I might switch that up, but for now, I just want it on to switch power, so it's on when the truck is on, so I can watch what's going on all of the time. Anyhow, so I'm just working away on this, and I'll get back at you. Alrighty guys, so we got our camera all working there. I got a nice clean view of my hitch. Got dual screens here. That's for my backup, that's for my dash camera there. Got my screen going on here so I can view my hitch, and it gives me a really nice view, guys. I can see the road from where I am, and I'm inside the bay, so pretty neat. Anyhow, guys, appreciate you guys watching, appreciate you guys subscribing. I know I'm wearing a headband, it's hot outside, and I sweat like a pig, so it gets in my eyes, and there's nothing like getting hair gel sweat in your eyeballs. Anyhow, if I don't catch you on the next one, we'll see you tomorrow. And in case I don't see you, good morning, good evening, and good night.